Here we are at example 2 from our 2.5 set of notes. We're asked to write a direct variation equation that has the given ordered pair as a solution. And then after we do that, go ahead and find out what y is, if you know that x is -7. So just starting out at A, we see that we end up with the ordered pair with some x and some y value. Well, again, we're asked to write a direct variation equation. Well, we know then that y is going to be equal to some k times x. Now we can go ahead and throw in our x and y to determine what is that constant of variation k. So we end up then with 3 is equal to some k times our x value is 4. And then it looks like when we divide both sides by 4, k just comes out to be 3/4. So rewriting our equation with our new constant of variation, 3/4, we end up with y is equal to 3/4 x. Now we can go ahead and determine what is y if we know that x is -7. Well, just by substituting in -7 for x, we end up with y is equal to 3/4 times -7. So it looks like y comes out to be -21/4. Notice though, before we could go ahead and find out what y was, as long as we knew x was -7, we first had to find what our k value was through this given point. Now the same thing is we're actually going to go ahead and do for b. So we end up with y is equal to some kx. We know our x, we know our y. We can go ahead and throw that in there for x and y. We then end up with -1/3 is equal to some k value times 6. Now there's a couple ways that we can continue on from this, but I would probably just go ahead and clear the fractions on both sides by multiplying both sides by 3. So when we do that, we end up with 3's canceling out on the left, leaving us with just the -1 is equal to 3 times 6 is 18 times k. And again, to find out what our constant of variation k is, we just divide both sides by 18. 18's cancel, leaving us with just k is equal to -1/18. So now if we wanted to rewrite our equation that represents this direct variation, we would end up with y is equal to -1/18x. And again, find out what y is if you know that x is -7. Well, all we're going to do is throw in -7 for x. So we end up with y is equal to -1/18 times 7, -7. And then just multiplying, we end up with y is equal to 7/18. So there is our y value that we're looking for. Again, that is example 2 from our 2.5 set of notes.